there was a shooting which occurred at this frat house, which is under NJIT. Just 2 weeks ago, there was a shooting at Rutgers where a student also was shot and killed. You know, you live here in town?
Yeah, I live right down the street.
Live down the street. So you are pretty much familiar with a lot of the shootings that's happening in Newark.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts about that? What are your thoughts about Newark?
To be honest, you know, it's a lot of misguided people in the city, and you know, education system, you know, doesn't have a system like at my school with St. Benedict's. They don't have a system like we have,
right?
And they get misguided and stuff like this happens. Or you know, any situation where someone's in, you know, like this, it can only be for like a reason with personal issues. So you know,
how do you think they can fix this problem? Do you have what do you think as a young person? What do you think?
We need more discipline within society, and you know, when rules are being set, the rule has to be given. And just recently, my school was on 60 Minutes.
Okay.
And you know, you can check that out. And
I think I heard of it. I think I heard of your school. I heard about the school on 60 Minutes. And, I was one of the standout schools in the country or what have you. So I think I remember hearing that story when you said it's been in I kind of remember that.
You know, it's stuff like this that happens. It's just sad that it has to happen within a community with like college. You know?
Right. And that's what makes it so weird that here today is NJIT. 2 weeks ago was Rutgers. And these are prestigious college campuses where these murders occurred. So I'm kind of thinking that, you know, people like you who preparing yourself for college kind of probably should be a little bit worried now, I guess.
No, not, you know, this is the city, and the only way we're gonna fix it, it can't be within the system. It has to be with us. Right. It's something that we have to fix as society. So stuff like this that happens, you drive past it. You drive past it like it's nothing, and you know, you don't really pay attention to it. And the only way we're gonna fix it is by us fixing it ourselves.
Thank you so much, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it.
What's your name?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna give you my card. So you had a friend. What's your name?
My name is Chirag.
Chirag?
Yeah.
I got a friend named Chirag. What's your thought? What are your feelings of what was happening here? I mean, on your campus, on your
like everything is like getting scary now. Like this is our final week. Everybody's like focused on our final exams, and this thing happening. Like, we have to stay stressed, focused. I don't know what we're gonna do now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, gotta keep the campus clean.
Right. So obviously students are probably all the students like uproar, say, whoa, wow.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
I just got this news earlier in the email. Like, wow. Crazy. Like last month, Rutgers.
And inside a frat house. That's
inside the frat house. That was like really scary.
That's really scary. So,
yeah.
so
they have all the people over there.
You're not going to quit school. You're not going to change school or whatever. You're going to continue to come here.
I have to continue my school. I have to get the degree.
Yes. That's good, man. I appreciate you talking to someone.
1 more year to go.
Appreciate it.
Take care.
All right.
Scan.
I could say they increased patrol. Obviously, this campus is very, very now impacted by police presence, which probably should have been the case anyway. But you know, these are two campuses that adjoin each other. You got one on one side of NJIT and on the other side of Rutgers. Both campuses have suffered homicides in less than 2 weeks.
But I think it's very tragic.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Yeah, because what's happening? Yeah, the shooting here happened today. We had 2 weeks ago, you had the shooting at Rutgers campus. And of course, all the other shootings around town.
Yeah.
You from North?
I'm from North, born and raised.
What do you think about it?
I think it's tragic, and I think it's it brings a bad mark to Newark, and it just gonna tell you still got some cleaning up to do.
What do you think could fix it? I mean, where do you draw the line that who can fix this problem? I mean,
Well, you ask me, it's already being fixed. It's a slow process. You know, they're not calling Newark to be Renaissance city. They're not calling that for nothing. Another 10, 15, 25 years from now, this will be something in the past. Because the real owners of Newark are submerging and they're getting utilities. You know?
okay.
See, Newark was never black owned. You know, true, for centuries, Newark has always been a democratic town. Newark, I just learned from the library. Newark presented President Lincoln from becoming president because of the business the city wasn't getting from the South. You know? But it's always been owned. Newark, black people in Newark, we rent. It's never been Newark owned. It's never owned by us. And what happened and what's going on now is still is a tragedy. You know, we lost. You know, it's a tragedy, we lost. But I have to tell these young people here that look, you have to be careful. You have to be conscientious. Don't try to socialize with people you think that's going to be your friends.
That's right.
You know? As friends, in the family, be out to get you.
Thank you so much, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Start of a memorial where you see someone setting up flowers right there in front of the frat house. And it's such a sad, sad commentary on what's happening here in Newark and places like this. Now, it's very cool. The flowers are now being set here at the frat house. It's sad.
At this moment here in Newark, as we are in front of the TKE fraternity house, we see the
graduation is right around the corner. This should be an exciting
we see
time.
the homicide police officers outside going into the house, and someone put a makeshift flower memorial over there. A young man that looked a little bit disturbed by what he had to do. Again, this is Zachariah Jackson, Basa News.
As you see now, all this media that's around here covering this event. I thought you were going to play it. It's unfortunate that all this media coverage around here, you see Channel 7, Channel 47, Channel 12, NBC News, news from New York and other places, but yet still not too much community response. All this press is out here, simple soundbite, 30-second, maybe 90-second coverage on this event. That'll be just another murder, another tragic situation in this great city of Newark. We've now suffered 30 murders this year in 2016. And it's unfortunate that this continued to happen, and unfortunate that, within 2 weeks we had 2 murders. The one at Rutgers University and now the NJIT. All the media coverage, not so much hoopla from the press, a whole lot of hoopla from the press, a lot of hoopla from the community, and very little community response. Almost like they numb to these kinds of brutal murders that happen. And this is just sad.
Yeah, I'm in front of the legendary Signature Building, New Jersey Science and Technology University. NJIT is known as. And we are here because of a murder that took place at one of their buildings, one of the fraternity buildings. And it's just a shame here we on Martin Luther King Boulevard in Newark. When people walking by, you ask questions, a lot of them don't want to be questioned about it. A lot of people don't want to talk about it because they seem to be immune to murder. Well, look here, this is a school campus of higher learning, and the murders are here. This is the second murder within 2 weeks. There was a murder at Rutgers, one of Rutgers buildings. Now there's a murder right here at NJIT. What's next? Let's rebuild.
Okay, now I'll ask you about what you think what do you think the problem is? What's going on here?
We don't have enough things for our young youth. We don't have nothing to keep them busy. Their parents is at work 24 hours a day. There's no extra curriculums for them to enjoy. They're out on the streets. Their mother don't know what's going on because we gotta work 2 and 3 jobs to maintain a roof over our head and to keep our kids in school. But in reality, we not actually watching our kids. And we need to watch our kids. We need to get them into more educational stuff, more stuff.
You homegrown here?
No, I'm actually from New York and I moved out here. But
But in a case like this right here, it wasn't students. This is NJIT where the killing took place.
That's horrible too. There was something that was going on before he decided to take his action, or before she decided to take that action, and nobody really sat down to analyze, to find out what was going on with this individual before they took this action.
Right.
Or if they was getting bullied, or if they was getting harassed on Facebook, because Facebook finds everything funny. When there's 20, 30 kids on top of one kid, they want 1 million ratings. If they will stop that at the point in time and say, no, this is not cool. You're supposed to help one another, not sit there and pull out your phone and say, well, here, let's videotape it and put it on Facebook and see how many views we gonna get.
Right.
That's not cool. You can't have 20, 30 kids on one kid, and you got teachers, you got staff, you got supervisors, you got everybody standing there, and all they do is take out their phone. Years ago, it wasn't like that. Years ago, you see something, you say something, you don't pull out your phone and take video and throw it on Facebook to see how many views it's getting. This is what's making the world even worse. This Facebook situation with this bullying, they find it to be cute. I wouldn't like to see my kid with 20, 30 people surrounded by them and they getting beat up by 50 kids or one kid and they not swinging back and you got a bunch of adults standing there and nobody's doing nothing. And then when your kid comes home and tells you, Daddy, Mommy, this is what's going on, everybody's too busy in the world to think about this money situation. It's not all about money. We have to worry about our youth.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Our youth is what's important, because as we get older, our kids is what takes over. And even though we teach them right from wrong at home, it's what they see in the streets, how they treated in school, what's going on in school. Everybody's about this money. It's not about money. Let's think about our kids, what's important for our kids, what's important for our youth, what's going to make the world a better place.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And I hope this is broadcasted so that way everybody can get a point in mind about this 100 people on one kid and thinking it's cool and keep going on Facebook with this 1 million views. If they